apple slice. Like normally she would take them, but because she's not in her element, she's still getting used to being up here every once in a while. She's like scared but wants to explore, so. Well, I got 3 apple slices here, girl. I know it's your favorite. You're welcome to them. Just gonna set them there. So, it's been kind of funny. The past couple days, it's been like 85, 90 degrees. It's like red flag warning from the airport. I haven't done anything really outside because it's just so hot. Yesterday I did a bunch of stuff inside today. I'm like, I'm taking it easy. Tomorrow's my short day at work. I'll come home and do stuff tomorrow. So chilling out here, and I just got home. That's the thing, you know, I walk home. You see I'm not wearing a big flannel even though I got Pomona here. If you heard that noise, it was Solomon out on the balcony chasing his tail. So, what the hell were we talking about? Oh, the flannel. I had to wear it walking home because it's not a good way to carry it. My backpack's full. And I wear that knit hat that Roz made for me to keep the sun off my head. So that keeps the sun off, but then I sweat a lot more, but then it also soaks up the sweat. But the shirt was just too hot. And so I'm like just, you know, the 10-minute walk home, I'm wore out because it's like 80 degrees and I'm wearing a big heavy jacket. Oh, it was just funny because I used to wear the black one all the time because I burn so easily. I'll be the first to admit picking a black jacket to wear all the time. Probably not the smartest thing in the world, but that's all right. now I'm working on a vest so I can get something else, and if I want to keep the sun off my arm, I can put like a lighter jacket on, throw the vest over it. Yes, hello. I considered bringing Callisto and Elric up here today, but I was like, nah, we'll just bring Pomona up for now. Okay, get you all used to having her here with me, and then I'm gonna switch it up. So, anyway, there's a part of the story I don't think I told, and it kind of goes into things. So I'm gonna tell this from a little bit of the ending from the last video, but then I have another story. Probably gonna title it, put it in. But Justin Beard, another YouTuber, talked to him on Facebook and stuff. He showed up for a visit a couple weeks ago now, so I want to tell you about that because it was a little funny and it ties into some other stuff that's been going on here. But first, the other portion of the story. So after I got hurt, I had told Roz, I says, do you think I should maybe give my skateboard to the kid across the street? Because the kid across the street, he go to the skate park with me all the time. He's like 14. He comes over here, helps us out with yard work and stuff. He borrows movies from us all the time. And, you know, he's the oldest of like 3, but the other 2 are way younger and single mothers. So he comes over here when, you know, I think he's just bored and he knows we're cool with him. He'll come and play with the rabbits or whatever. So I was considering giving him my skateboard, but I was like, I don't know if I want to do that just yet. And then I was probably like December or January, I decided, okay, next time I see him, I'm going to give him my skateboard because I want to give him the longboards. I just like to mess with those, but I don't think I really need the pro board anymore. I was like, it'd be something nice for him. He's got like some cheap, like big, heavy chunk of plywood. Something when I got the other board, I was letting him try it out, and he's like, why is yours lighter than mine? It's like, it's nicer. So he came over. It was like, I don't remember if it was the same day we had Thor put down or the next night, but he come over and wanted to borrow some movies. And I says, yeah, that's no problem, man. He grabbed a couple DVDs and says, hey, hold on, I got something for you. And I went and grabbed my board. I'm like, here. And he goes, are you serious? Yeah. He's like, you know, you only use this a handful of times. This is like new. Uh-huh. It's like a $300 board. Pretty close, yeah. It's yours now. And he's like, before I take this, I just thought I cut him off like, dude, it's yours. It's like, you're 14 and you're already better than I'll ever be. I was like, I don't even know if I'm going to get out there this year. Take it. And just seeing that smile on his face, like, I needed that boost, man. And I see him out on it all the time now, and it's fantastic. But then I did try to longboard to work the other day, and we know this is coming with my head injury from back in the military. But they always said that my balance is going to be probably slowly degrading, and I got on the longboard. You just bit me, girl. Don't do that. Pick the apple. It's so cute when you eat. It's really cute when Persephone eats because she'll sometimes even grab them and do like a raccoon or a porcupine. So anyway, I tried to longboard. I fell off like between our road and then the next cross street, which is not far. I probably fell off the board like 3 times. And so I just picked it up, ran to work, and then Roz had passed me driving to work, and I needed to give her my debit card so she could get gas. I forgot to give it to her, so she like pulled up. She's like, "Hey, I need your card." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And she's like, "Hey, why aren't you on your board?" And I threw the board in the back. I was like, "I'm not gonna ride." So I told her what happened. I was like, "My balance is shot." So I did some tests at work. I can stand on my right leg, no problem. It's all the left, which makes sense because it's the left side of my head. But there's almost no. I try to stand on my left leg, and it's like, bam, I'm hitting the floor. So it's a good thing the floors at work are padded, you know. So I'm trying to do various balancing exercises. It's like I'll probably never be able to get it back, but if I can keep what I have, that'd be nice. But I did buy another board. They were selling a bunch of ones that had gotten warped and everything over at the skate shop. So I went over there because they were like $20 a deck. I'm like, "Yeah, I want to get one." I said, "I just need a deck and some grip tape." And he's like, "Okay, he's like, "But they're kind of warped. I mean, I'm selling them for $20. I said, "Just whatever one looks the straightest to you, man." I said, "I'm not going to put wheels on it or anything. I just want to use it for balance exercises." So I got one that's got an ostrich on it. It's kind of cool. And I have another story about that. But anyway, so giving that board to that kid, man, and just seeing him so happy, I needed that pick me up, like you don't even believe. Like it was almost more for me than for him, and it should have been a 50-50, but it was more for my own, like made me feel like I really did something good and helped somebody out when I was really low. The other thing, so Justin Beard, he messages me on Facebook week of the Milwaukee Gaming Classic, I think that's what they called. I can't remember, the Midwest Gaming Expo, whatever it is. I went the 1 year. I went my first year on YouTube. The second year, I was iffy because there were some people there that I do not get along with. Like, I'm not a violent person, but one of these two people, if I probably saw them, I probably would have run across the room and jumped them and just tried to beat the shit out of them. Like, that's how no respect for this individual I have. And I knew they were invited as a guest there. And it's like, it's not a good idea for me to go, but I kind of want to see guys like Mega Dan and Captain Algebra again. I think J Love and T Belly were supposed to go that year. It was like great to meet them. I was like, man, maybe I can keep myself under wraps. I don't know. And now it's no problem. I just have somebody else driving. I would go down there, not sober. Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. So that one ended up getting canceled because of COVID and everything. Watch this video get taken down because you can't even say that word anymore. If you're monetized, they'll demonetize it. Who knows? They might just pull my video for that, which is stupid. But I doubt it. But who knows? Like, so that one got canceled. And I didn't think anything of it. Then last year I had to sell. I had to sell everything. And I felt like I don't do as much gaming stuff here. Obviously, I don't have the ability. I would still like to talk about it. I mean, this was originally what my channel was supposed to be. If you watch my early videos, I'm sitting behind a table just talking, and that's how I wanted to do it. But I was in a living situation where I couldn't because somebody kept trashing the table. We won't get into that. It's like every time I turn around, the table would be trashed. It's just I don't want to have to clean the room and then film. Like I'm exhausted after I clean it. So it's like maybe I could do some more of what I originally intended sitting here, but I won't. Like if I'm talking about old games, I'm not gonna have the props here. Like I liked having like the box there or something. But anyway, I feel like I've kind of put myself out of being in that part of the YouTube community. Like, and it's like I don't like crowds. I don't really want to go. I don't want to go to Milwaukee. There's really no reason for me to go. I really just don't feel like it's someplace I belong anymore. Even though I'm like one of the guys who kind of who never got rid of their stuff, their retro games, and I was always playing that. And it's like, wow, man, I'm like one of the OGs that nobody knows about, and now I'm just like, fuck it, I'm done. Which was not my intention, but it's kind of how it happened. So anyway, Justin's like, yeah, I'm here for the convention and everything. He's like, I've pretty much seen everything the first day. And he's like, I'm here for another day. He's like, I figured maybe we can meet up. And I says, okay. I was like, well, look, man. I was like, don't take it personally, but I don't go down to Milwaukee unless it's something really, really important. And I explained why. And he's like, well, how far from where you are? And I said, that's about an hour, 90-minute drive, depending on how you drive. And I said, here's things you can do here. Here's things you can do around Milwaukee. Check some of this stuff out. So the next day, we're cleaning the bunny cages, and he calls me. And he's like, yeah, I'm actually in Sheboygan now. And he's like, I'm at the lake. He goes, I think I want to check out this art museum that's over here. And I said, dude, that place is awesome. And there's actually a second one on the other side of town that's bigger because it's all for like big art installations that can't really be moved around and stuff. And I says, hey, here's my address. If you want to come by, just stop by whenever I'm be at the house. About an hour and a half later, he actually stops by. Bye, Odin. I'm honestly surprised you haven't chewed on any of them yet. So he stops by. I said, yeah, I'll take you around, show you the city a little bit. And that's when I remembered we had finally bought a new oven. We had finally bought a new oven about a month ago. Now, if you've not heard this part, you've not followed the channel, you just stumbled upon this one. Hey, there's a guy with a rabbit. He might be interesting. He's just talking about absolutely nothing and rambling. Ow. That was a lot of teeth, little girl. I'm not sure if you want to go back downstairs or not. This is why I have the blanket. If you want to pee, you can pee on it here. I'm going to take it off as soon as we're done. I'll hang it up to dry. So he comes over, and we're discussing things we could do, and Roz is like, hey, we have that oven in the back of the car. I guess I didn't explain now because the rabbit distracted me. So we lost our oven back in like September. And it was like we ended up causing a small electrical fire. We were without power in half the house for like 3 or 4 months. Then we got it back. We got everything set up, but we don't have an oven. So we had bought an oven at the Habitat for Humanity store. Maybe I told this in the other portion. I don't remember. We bought it about a month ago. We had scheduled some people to come help us move it in, and they never did. And obviously, my shoulder nowadays, that's something I could have done on my own a year ago. I can't do that now. I mean, I can barely lift a milk jug. He comes over, we're talking, and I said, and Roz is like, how are we going to do this? And I said, what do you mean? She's like, we have that oven in the back of our car. I'm like, oh yeah. And I turned to Justin, I'm like, I really hate to ask you to drive when you don't know the area. So, but I hate to ask if I could drive your car for you. And I was like, I don't know how you want to do this. And he goes, you got an oven in the back of your car? And he says, yeah. And he goes, oh yeah, right. Because you mentioned this before. He goes, plus you got that old one sitting on your front porch because we had moved the old one to the front porch in anticipation of getting the new one in, and obviously nobody showed up. So I says, yeah, it's gonna replace that one. And he says, and he goes, well, why don't I just help you move the new one inside? I feel awkward asking you to do that when you're on vacation. He's like, you didn't ask, I offered. So he's like, you got a hand truck? I says, no, but the guy I work with does, and he just up the street. So Roz like, you want to call him? I says, I'll call him, but I was like, we know he's gonna say yes, so just get in the car and drive over there to get it, and I'll give him a call. So I called him up. By the time he answered and I asked him to get, he was like, oh yeah, you can come over. And I'm like, oh, my wife's probably already outside. So, and he turned around and goes, oh yeah, no, I see your car, man. I'll go help her get it in. So we brought the hand truck back. We tried using those old surfboard straps. I had to strap it down, but they came loose. So it was basically the three of us. I pulled the thing up, and then the two of them basically behind it holding it so it didn't fall off. And we got it inside, like once it was up those like 4 front steps and the door, no problem. That's how I got the old one out. I did pretty much do that on my own. Obviously Roz helped me, but that was, hey, we basically just got to get it across the floor and out the front door. We'll just leave it on the porch for now. Like somebody stole my damn couch, but they didn't steal my busted 1960s Kenmore retro looking stove. Like that I could actually see somebody stealing because of how unique looking it was. The couch was too, because it was a fanning couch. Dripping iced tea on myself. So yeah, he came and helped us do that, and then we were laughing about it because it's like, it's gonna be great. You go home. Oh, how was your vacation? Oh, great! I met up with this dude I know from YouTube and helped him move a stove. So we do have an oven now. Usually they get those ones in at that store, and you're paying maybe $50 because it's pretty well used and usually older. And this is older, but it's really nice. We paid. What was it, $150 I think, which it's like, it's a lot to spend at the Habitat for Humanity store. Please don't eat that ribbon. Please don't eat that ribbon. I got apple slices over here and you're eating ribbon? There you go. Now she's eating it. She's facing me though. Why don't you face the camera and eat it? See? Yeah, delicious. So she's just gonna eat from my hand, and hopefully I don't get bit. I'm sorry, now I'm distracted because she's just so cute. Oh, you want it? There you go. Here's the other two. You can eat mine. I know I said I wanted one, but you can eat mine. So we got it in, and it's got like, it's 4 burners, but then there's another, I thought it was 5, and Ross like, no, that's one for like, it's like a warming thing, so if you want to move it and keep something warm, but it's not cooking, you can put it in there. I'm like this just shows them the last time I bought an oven was, I'm like, I've never heard of such a thing. But then each of the burners, you know, like your standard electric oven, there's different sizes, but they each actually have 2 sizes. They have like a small one and a big one. I'm like, that's fucking cool. So I made a can of soup. I'm a big soup guy, and it's like I haven't been able to do that at home. Made a can of soup, and like just doing that, I'm like, this is the coolest fucking oven ever. Like seeing that, or like it's one of the glass tops. It's got like a little light that'll tell you if the surface is still hot. I'm like, that's fantastic. I would have never thought of anything like that. So we got that in thanks to Justin. So big shout out to him. Just it was fun seeing him. I know we're gonna get to a little bit about that, but just huge thank you for helping us do that. Like I can cook again in something bigger than an air fryer. I'm still using that air fryer just to some like French fries or like reheating chicken. It does better than anything. So all right, Justin comes over and I said, well, I'll take you around town, show you a little bit of what's here. So we just drove around, showed him some of the sights, and I was like, well, I'll take you to Freak Toys because it's probably something you'd like. So we go to Freak Toys and Roz's friend calls, and they were supposed to meet up that day anyway. She's like, oh, I'm gonna go pick up my friend. She's back at her house, so I'm just gonna drive back there and get her. And I'm like, all right, well, I'll show dude Freak Toys. So we go in there, we walk around Freak Toys, we talk to some of the employees there, and it's like, okay, I don't know when they're coming back, but it's been a while. So this is, well, I'm like, the surfboard skate shop, that surf and skate shop I go to and I talk about on here, EOS, is like right next to, it's like 2 buildings. It's like a building, or I'm sorry, an alley, a building that there's nothing in right now, I don't think, and then there's that one. So I said, we'll just run over there. So we ran over there, so I showed him the skate shop, and we go in, and everything's different. The skate shop is always in the basement, and then top of the surf shop, and it's all upstairs now. They had all the skateboards up there, all the surfboards, and I'm like, this is really cool. I like this. Because it was always weird, like going in the basement, and then you had to get somebody from upstairs, and there might not be someone upstairs, so a lot of times there might be a different person working the skate shop, but not always, or there'd be volunteers. The one dude, I think his name's Dustin, something like that. He'd set up my last board. He asked if I wanted to do it, and I was like, you know, I just want to go to the park and skate. I don't want to actually do it right now, so you go ahead and do it for me. But I see him at the skate park all the time, and he would always be there. He's never an employee. He would just help out. So we went in there. I showed him the deck that Steve-O had signed when he was here and everything. And then we went to leave, and we met up with Roz and her friend, and went to this grocery store downtown that none of us knew of except for Roz's friend. She's like, she wanted to get something from there. I'm like, oh, this is cool. Like, it's kind of a neat thing. Like, I didn't even know it was here. It's like in an old bank. It still looks like a bank. Why would I ever go in there, you know? But then we're talking, and we're all kind of hungry because it was afternoon. So I said, I know you're talking about doing like one of the brewery tours in Milwaukee. And he's like, yeah, I didn't get to that. I says, well, our one brewery here, I don't know if they do tours. And I don't think they went on a Saturday anyway because they're not open. But they have their own bar, the tap room. Like, we go over there and have a drink. And he's like, yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. I said, well, why don't we get lunch? And he goes, you're going to get lunch and then go? So I had to explain, like, yeah, they don't serve food. It's just drinks there. But their policy is you can bring any food in. And they'll actually bring drinks in, too, because it's an all-ages place. They host a lot of events and parties. They used to keep a lot of soda on hand, but they haven't been. Well, I don't even think they have it anymore. I've never paid enough attention. But, well, I know last year at this time they didn't. They might have changed that now, but doubtful. So, wow, I actually got that little piece of apple into the trash can. Amazing. Yeah, please don't chew on your mom's yarn. She's not going to be mad at you, but I would appreciate it if you didn't do it. We went over to the tap room. Or we went around to drink. So we just kind of hung out there. That place was busy. There was, it looked like a birthday party, and then they have a virtual golf thing, and there were people coming to their golf clubs. They were all doing the virtual golf thing, and the place was just, and it wasn't even like I'm sure today, if they were open, I think they are open today. I can't remember if it's just Friday, but it might be Thursday. Like, they're going to have the doors open and have the patio open, like, on a day, but it was still too cold, so they didn't have that. So it was pretty crowded in there, but it was a lot of fun. Just kind of hang out there for like an hour drinking and eating their tacos, and it was just a lot of fun. It was so cool for him to stop by here, and I appreciate that. It was, like I just told you everything we did, and you're probably thinking, this doesn't sound like anything. But for somebody like me who doesn't get out that much and really doesn't like to go out that much, doing something like that on occasion is just fucking amazing. So, yeah, Justin, when you see this video, we really appreciate you stopping by and really appreciate you giving us our kitchen back. Yeah, you remember him? Okay, so that's all. This has gone on over 20 minutes. I thought this was gonna be like a 4-minute video. But then I get sidetracked and I can't remember anything because of my memory issues. So it is easy for me to get sidetracked when you have almost zero short-term memory. She does something cute, I start talking to her, and then I go, oh, I'm supposed to be talking to all of you. So, ow, okay, she wants to go. That was definitely, I want to go to the bathroom bite. Yeah, you weren't just testing the water. I'm not putting my hands there. So anyway, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Pom Pom, you got anything? You cannot have this. This is an Arnold Palmer. Lemonade and iced tea. You can't have it. I should get her back to her bedroom so she can use her litter box. And Solomon's been outside quite a while. So, oh, we knocked over Monty. Frigg's still standing. Frigg is no longer standing. You hit the trifecta, baby girl. Come on. Oh. All right. Thanks for watching once again, and we'll see you next time with whatever crazy crap. But probably going to be another video like this. Doubt we'll do anything stupid like setting a pizza on fire. Yeah, I probably won't do that one again because I already did it, but it was fun.